It's the School of the Masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show, episode 197. But also, it's time. It's the WrestleMania prediction show here at the Scholars of Wrestling. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. To my left today is... Making another left and making another left. It's Scholar Brian. What's up, sir?
What's going on? It's that special time of year, my favorite time of year.
And wait, who is that in the distance? Who? It's our special guest.
Hi.
Our man Charlie. What's up, sir?
Thanks for having me, guys.
Wait. Coming up beyond the clouds. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a returning Scholar Tarek. What's up, sir?
Not just a returning Scholar Tarek.
Oh, no.
A returning
no.
Scholars.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Don't worry, guys. I'm on this.
You're
I'm
a
on
guest.
this.
You're a guest.
I will dethrone him.
You're a guest. Silence.
You're a guest in my home.
No, you're a guest on our show. You lose. The returning Scholars of Wrestling champion, Scholar Tarek. Hello, everyone. I'm temporarily back. Not full 100% back. Just I had to come back for this time of year. It's time once again. It's WrestleMania, baby! Woo!
Bother on that.
See,
I had to.
here's the problem with not being able to videotape this tonight. Okay, you can't see me face palming right now as he's going through his little reigning defending thing. Not for long. Your time is up.
Hey,
it might not be me.
You know what? It may be you. It may be this fool. It may be our guest who will officially become Scholar if he does.
I'm on it.
But until then, you are now talking to the returning Scholars of Wrestling champion. I am ready to just go all out. I've listened to your guys' show. You are nothing without me. I am now going to bring back the Scholars of Wrestling show back to its glory that it was before.
I love you too, sweetheart.
he leaves for a month and the ego is out of control.
All right. Well, you know what?
I missed being here, so it was just all this ego building up inside to just one big climax.
Oh no.
Well, you know what? Speaking of climax, you know what? Let's put your money where your mouth is. Let's get right into it. It's WrestleMania, the predictions for WrestleMania 34. Let's just dive right in. Starting things off with the pre-show matches, which are jam-packed as it is. Kicking things off with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Fellas, who do you got?
First, you're the guest, Charlie.
Oh,
so you
okay.
can go first, and we'll just go clockwise around the table.
Put a lot of thought into it for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Sorry for the Kurt Angle-esque slur there for a second. WWE. Andre the Giant Battle Royal. It would be awesome to have Baron Corbin win for a second year, but I don't see it going in that direction. I see it going... Dolph Ziggler's going to pick it up. He needs to make himself relevant again.
See, I don't think Dolph Ziggler makes himself... I think Dolph Ziggler is relevant in kind of a way. He's never going to be up where he was again.
Oh, no. I'm saying like that upper middle tier.
I think the Andre the Giant, what they try to do and never actually fully accomplish is to have someone win who's not really well known and to build themselves up. Okay, if you're looking for someone to build themselves up and maybe actually have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle work this year, I've got Elias winning it. I've got Elias entering and winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And maybe this year it might actually work out that the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal actually helps someone. Let's actually make that happen. Let's make it happen.
So far, it's 0 for 4 on those standards.
That's why I'm saying let's make it happen.
I wouldn't say 0 for 4. I mean, Cesaro is one of the top heels on Raw.
Yeah, but
one of the top heels on Raw. Big Show was already established, so he had nothing more to prove other than the fact that
is contrary to what Brian was saying.
Baron Corbin, granted, he's not where he was before, but he's still main eventing pay-per-views. Yeah, he main evented Fastlane, you bastard. He's not.
It counts.
He could be doing better. He could be doing better, but he's still main eventing. He's an upper mid card. The only person who I actually agree with that it's done absolutely nothing for him is Mojo Rawley.
Oh, of course, nothing could do anything for Mojo.
And that was more a Gronkowski vehicle than anything else. Gronkowski was there, so
Mojo won it, and now he's barely on TV.
It had a nice moment. And in the spirit of that kind of thought and nice moments, for me, I'm going to give this to Matt Hardy. Not only have they been giving him plenty of promo time for this, but I've got to believe that, you know what, with the way he's been taking off ever since he went full, woken Matt, and he did the whole, he officially came into his own and did the ultimate deletion thing, I can see him getting this as sort of just like a reward.
Rebby Sky actually had one of the best tweets leading up to WrestleMania. She said, "What can I do for Matt Hardy to look at me like you looked at that statue on Monday?"
Again, another reason in his favor why I think Matt is going to win.
I'd say paint her entire body gold while playing the piano. I guess
that would probably work.
And I'm not just saying spray her nude golden. Yeah,
that would be wonderful. Yes,
I was hoping for that. But when it came to deciding the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal for me, I was actually having a toss up between Dolph Ziggler and Elias. But from what I've been looking up, I've been seeing that one particular person who recently came back to the Performance Center, prepping for his upcoming return, and apparently he's been doing really great. No problems at all, and they're just basically waiting for the right time to bring him back. And I think the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal might be a good Kickstarter for revamping his career, and I'm going to go with Big Cass on this one.
Oh.
The returning
I didn't
Big
even
Cass.
think of that.
I can also
And he's a big man, so they like to go with the big.
It makes
people.
sense, yeah.
Minus Mojo. Mojo's a tiny dude compared to the past winners.
Well, but he's also on roids.
He likes
so
to think of himself as big.
Hey,
he's big, but not in the way that the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal works. At least not in Vince McMahon's eyes.
There's always exceptions to the rules, but
and that gets you off TV in dark matches.
Indeed.
And crappy United States pre-show kickoff matches with Bobby Roode. I'm sorry.
But either way, we still have another Battle Royal to look forward to, the Women's Battle Royal. Guys, who you got?
To be completely honest, I just picked a
he
name
was
out of a hat.
pissing in the
I
wind
just
on
really
this
don't-
one.
I really don't care. Like, if this is what loses me, this little prediction battle, I don't care. I just picked a name out of a hat, and the name out of the hat was Carmella. So there you go.
You're like, sweet, this is a chance to go head to head with Tarek?
I don't care.
Okay. All right.
I'm actually very disappointed with you with your.
Well, given that there's unlike the men's battle royal, there's really no real precedent for this. I can definitely see that as being, it's very much up in the air, arguably more so than the men's. But that being said, again, arguably,
Yeah.
in any case, I thought of someone who I thought could get some sort of a boost, some sort of a rub, in some sense. And again, there's lots of ladies who could fit that role, that could benefit from that kind of a win. But
like the one induction I'm invested
the one
in.
particular name I picked was Ruby Riott. Yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
Again, it's a bit of an outside pick. I get it, but I think she's got a chance of doing it since a lot of the other top names already have championships and accolades.
Storyline, I could see that happening because they're talking about breaking up one of the two groups, and what better way to break up than
It's possible. It's certainly
taking
possible.
the wheel.
Yeah, and out of all the groups that we're talking about, I definitely think Ruby Riott is probably the
They'd
best,
break up the
highest
Riot
name.
Squad quicker than they'd break up Absolution.
I think the actually complete opposite.
What's Paige gonna do if she can't be a cheerleader?
Be a cheerleader for one of them.
Uh,
To be perfectly honest, I see Mandy Rose teaming up with Goldust For real though, outside the Mixed Match Challenge, because really, when you look at it, those two
that really
work
works.
together.
That really works.
It was
And
a
you can
cool
see
side
you can see
thing, though.
Paige actually still being a manager for Sonya Deville.
I know
But when
I
you
can.
look at the I almost messed it up. The Riot Squad. Ruby Riot made it clear she put this group together to stand up to the women of WWE. And wow, I'm blinking out of the followers' names. What are their names?
Oh man, I was gonna
Which
ask
are we
you.
talking about?
For the
Riot Squad.
Riot
Liv
Squad.
Morgan and
Sarah Logan?
Sarah Logan.
Sarah
yeah.
Logan. See, I think it would be. Yeah, I'm actually contradicting myself on this statement, but I think it would be too early to send Sarah Logan off on her.
I
on
say
her
keep
own,
the
so
Riot Squad together. But when it came to picking this one, I wasn't.
future SmackDown general manager there.
Oh, in case you're all wondering, we're actually having the Hall of Fame on while we're recording this, and Double J just showed up, and yes, I agree. I think he's going to be SmackDown general manager after WrestleMania.
As much as I love my ENC connection, I
there's-
sense it being Jared.
When it comes to the Women's Battle Royal, which I actually have some controversial thoughts on the trophy, but that'll be off air. But when it came to really,
I saw the Bailey meme.
I didn't.
Oh.
I have my own thoughts on it. It was really down to two, and one was a main roster and one was an NXT call-up. But when I'm trying to think, make a full impact on debuting on the grandest stage of them all, which didn't Baron Corbin do the
Yes.
same thing?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I see them basically doing it with Ember Moon. Kind of gives my
Okay.
prediction for
actually-
NXT tomorrow, but
I can actually. See
What do you
that,
mean
yeah.
she's not going to carry the title onto the main roster?
I mean Kevin Owens did.
No.
But yeah,
Owens
I'm
did
going
it.
with Ember Moon on this one.
Nice reference, Jeff.
He's more Ember Moon.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure I said Ember Moon.
Hey,
I cannot wait to hear this recording.
I
I'm like,
went.
oh,
I
shit,
went
Ashley
the
said it.
most plain Jane vanilla ice cream storyline prediction here. Just see them keep on battling Bailey and Sasha. So I'm
Hey.
like, all
See,
right,
here's the-
it's gonna have to come down to one of the two. And on paper, as much as I'd love to write Bailey, I don't see her being the one to carry through with this. So as much as I had to fight like the pen, like in Liar Liar, I went with Sasha Banks.
Now, normally, okay.
Someone who I don't think I've ever written
Yeah.
on paper. for
normally
anything.
storyline predictions would work, okay, but for this battle royal, I could see them taking each other out. They don't even reach the end.
I see
That's it.
them taking each other out, but I see Bailey taking Sasha out,
And then
Sasha
Sasha-
That's
going
what I
back
wanted
in.
initially,
Sasha going
but-
in and throwing Bailey out to continue their feud. They don't need this battle royal trophy to.
I couldn't.
They don't need this to continue their feud. It's like Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. They'll just eliminate each other, but in different circumstances. This is Sasha Banks' full-on heel turn. As much as people say, "Oh, Bailey should be the one heel turning," but no, it's gonna be Sasha because, come on, she's a bitch in real life. She should be a bitch on camera.
Play up to your
She's
strength.
good at being a bitch, so let it happen.
Anything Corey Graves has ever said about Sasha Banks, I've thought prior. Oh, Michael's haircut is making its debut.
Oh, joy.
It's gotta get some
Old
used
man
to.
Michaels.
It's gonna get some used to.
All right, and moving on to the final match on the pre-show, we've got for the Cruiserweight Championship Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali.
You think this is the main event for the kickoff show?
I would
probably
think so.
not.
I know it'll probably sandwich the. It'll probably be sandwiched.
I would
by
hope.
Battle
I
Royal.
hope it
agree.
wouldn't be the first one with the fans still
Coming in.
coming
believe
in.
so.
That would.
I
suck.
seriously doubt it's going to be like
But-
last year with problems
But
with
this
people getting in.
this one's pretty much paid by numbers, easy enough.
Yeah, either way, I'm just going to say it. Cedric Alexander, it's time for him.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought it was my turn to do the prediction.
I thought it was mine, but never mind.
Let's see.
I did the. I did,
Oh, shit.
it
Yeah,
is.
it is your turn. Okay.
Yeah.
you're good.
Either way, now it's your turn.
Yeah, that's right. Now it's the champion's turn.
All right,
I gotta
Mr.
keep my
Ego, it's
I gotta
not
keep
all
my
about
ego
you.
going. It's always about me. It's always about me. As long as I'm champion, I'm milking it until the title is off my shoulder, off my waist, on someone else's
All right,
shoulder
so
and
who do
waist.
you got?
Oh, I Honestly, they're both great. I actually watched the entire tournament a few days ago, like just to catch up on this, and it's been a very good tournament. God damn.
Aside from the tournaments, did you watch Buddy Murphy versus
I haven't yet.
Kalisto?
I haven't yet, but I
my
heard great
god!
things, and I can't wait to watch it. I'm actually I'm about to start getting invested in 205 Live.
Wow!
And actually be invested, not just Enzo's doing pretty well, so I'm invested sort of 205 Live. No, I'm really invested in 205 Live now. But yeah, for the kickoff, if this was on the actual card, I probably would have chosen Mustafa Ali, but it's the kickoff. It's normal cases that faces usually win. So I'm going to go with Cedric Alexander on this one.
Cedric Alexander, plain and simple.
This is basic. This is pretty much
all across the board.
One of the most basic predictions we've got here. Cedric Alexander has been the top guy of the cruiserweight division since it's actually been bought in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's been the top, not champion, like the top underdog guy. So yeah, it's time to give him his due. Give him the title on the WrestleMania stage, pre-show or not, still a big deal. Cedric Alexander wins.
There you go. Short, sweet, to the point. It'll be a good time.
All across the board.
Oh yeah. Now, finally, moving on to the main card. First off, I've got here, again, a lot of these could be in just about any order, and I've got my own thoughts on those later. But for right now, we've got, on my list, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
It's an interesting place to start off.
To be perfectly honest, I think the U.S. title is going to open the show. But like that's just
go in virtually any order.
Oh, of course.
I'm actually going to be the difference maker in this one.
Oh God. He's got to do it.
I'm going to do it. It may be Daniel Bryan's return to the ring, but I think he's much a trooper that I think I think Shane McMahon's going to go full on heel turn on this one and turn on Daniel Bryan to prepare their feud, and I'm going to give it to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on this one. Just because, the simple answer, they could just go to Raw. Yeah, that's fine, but when you really look at it, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn basically flourish more on SmackDown than they ever... Yes, Kevin Owens was Universal Champion, but it was more Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho show than Kevin Owens, the Universal Champion. I actually think now they're the top storyline on SmackDown, and I actually think they can keep going on with this one. So it's the difference maker, but and like I said, Daniel Bryan... You're just gonna get the big yes chant when he does his entrance, and when that first like good 30 seconds of him wrestling, that's all the WrestleMania moment that he really needs. And in my opinion, Shane McMahon, he's been doing very sloppily as a face right now, so I think a good heel turn is needed for him just to keep this good story going.
I agree with you. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to walk away with the win. But as far as a heel turn, I definitely see Daniel Bryan being the one to pull that. I hope, and I can only pray, that this whole Shane McMahon being injured thing works in his favor for some sympathy. As that good guy that these three are just going to go to town on after the heel turn. I want to see, like, an Owen Hart heel out of Daniel Bryan. I feel that he can honestly dig down and do that.
Oh, he could do it.
Yeah.
Definitely. I just think right now is too soon. He is right now the most over thing going on in WWE right now. So, as much I do see a Daniel Bryan heel turn. We've seen him heel. He does it.
He was over when he was with Kane, and they weren't. Were they faces right away?
I don't think they were.
No, they weren't.
I know Daniel Bryan was not. Kane was just, Kane.
Yeah. I just love to see the three of them team up and just cause some havoc. That would be awesome. But Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, definitely.
I'm gonna be the one who goes plain old bread and butter. Okay, it's Daniel Bryan's first match back. He hasn't been back. He hasn't been wrestling in what? 3-4 years?
2.
2 years. All right.
He made it clear. So
Okay. He hasn't wrestled for 2 years. Okay. He's over like gangbusters, so he isn't gonna turn heel. The crowd won't let him go heel.
no, exactly. The crowd won't let him go heel.
Yeah. And Shane McMahon will eventually go heel. I just don't think it'll be now because they want it'll be one of those like this is like his test match. This is Daniel Bryan's test match back. Okay, they're gonna give him the win. Daniel Bryan himself will get the win, and I'm going Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my thoughts short, sweet, and to the point. I agree with you on the result. I do believe it's going to be Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. I do believe that the timing is a little too soon to turn him heel. The moment is too good for WWE and everyone else to pass up. Once he starts getting in the groove again, then I can see him, once everyone's calmed down and everyone's used to the idea that, Daniel Bryan's back, then maybe they can turn him heel depending on where everyone's at. But for right now, Daniel Bryan's back, everyone's happy, Daniel Bryan wins. Yay.
Even if they turn him heel, he's still going to be the most over thing going
So-
on. It's like Austin turning heel, but he was still the most over person.
Again, that's why I say it'll depend on how the next weeks and months progress.
Not to stretch this out or anything, short, simple answers. Where do you see Kevin Owens and Zayn if they lose?
I still think that
Not you. You're with me that they're winning.
Oh.
These two.
I can see
He pretty much pulled a Scholar's quick talk, and
that's pretty much what that was. But anyway, real quick, I can pretty much, again, they're rule breakers. They'll do whatever they want. They'll go wherever they want. Security will try to stop them.
So you think like R-Truth, Miz, just...
They'll cause enough
I think
problems
they'll
and
bring
then
that
eventually
back
they'll
and
bring
do
them
it better.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It's not going to stop guys like those, or at least characters like those.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, anyway, next up, we go from one tag match to another. We've got Kurt Angle and the debuting Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Damn, this is random.
Where we go?
Yeah, I was gonna say if this is the order that Mania goes in, it's gonna be an interesting card.
This is more of an arbitrary pick for the most part on my pick, so we're just rolling down the line here.
Please,
Some line.
Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. Because Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. Yeah.
this is another one. It's her first match. She's a big name. She's going to be here for a while. It's Kurt Angle. Triple H has been putting people over on WrestleMania for years now. So yes, Ronda Rousey and Triple H and Kurt Angle.
Ronda Rousey and Triple H.
Heel
All
turn.
right.
There's your heel
You
turn.
can have that.
Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle for the win.
Yeah,
easily.
Without the visual, I just handed Brian's beer to Tarek.
Yes. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. I think this one goes without saying, full.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kurt
this
Angle,
one's
Ronda Rousey.
obvious. Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I feel like that turn was wasted. Started on me.
And this and,
It's okay, it's still
and
the most
this
simple.
The
and
night
this
is still
match
young,
this
Montfrere.
match itself has a very good shot apparently at going on last.
Yes,
So-
talk is that it will be either Taker Cena, Universal Championship, or mixed tag match closing out Mania, which makes me a sad panda because
It
I
was
wanna
never
see
going
AJ
to be.
Styles and
It was
Shinsuke Nakamura.
as much
close
as
out
I'd like to
So
say, as much as I'd like to see it. Okay, Styles versus Nakamura would be the main event.
Oh no, because
WWE's version of WrestleMania.
their build was completely bogus too. So,
It was a
While
better
we're
build
on
than Lesnar and Reigns.
oh well.
While we're on the subject, real quick, here's a Scholar's Quick Talk for you. Is there going to be what's going to happen with Undertaker at WrestleMania? Just real quick.
I guess we'll just throw that out of the way. He'll show up.
He'll show up and beat the tar out of Cena. He'll do it Diamond Dallas Page style.
I say Kid Rock performs, he's leaving stage and he's like forgets about something and then comes back and plays Taker down. Match happens. I don't see it as a beating. I don't see it as anything like that. The legitimate match is going to happen. And when I was at work today, I sent Tarek the picture of the alleged program that's going around Access
yeah.
right now. And you don't need any more confirmation than this. There's like a transparent picture of Taker next to Cena, and it said this match is not yet confirmed to happen.
Okay, so
It's gonna happen.
Alright, so in other words, two of us are saying segment. You're saying match. You know what? I'm putting me down for a match as well. With the way they're setting it up, and now that I'm hearing that, I'm going to say...
Yeah, I'll text...
Are we actually putting in a prediction if it's a match?
If it's a match...
If it's a match, Taker. If it's a match, Taker. No, you can't automatically assume Taker anymore.
Whether or not it's... Well,
Dude!
First of all, the first question was whether or not it was going to be a match or a segment.
Yes.
Now, if there is a match, I'm assuming it's all going to be Taker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If Taker loses another Mania match, he should have never had the streak to begin with.
Yeah, that's a little...
All right, back to the
Again, it all
predictions.
depends on that.
No more. I'm very disappointed you talking down Taker.
I'm not talking him down. I'm talking down booking.
Okay. You know what? I'll accept that. Don't talk down on Taker.
Jeff, I'm sending you the picture right now.
All right.
I'm not talking down Taker.
Speaking of...
I'm talking down booking.
Speaking of Tarek's waifus, let's move on to a tag match. The Usos versus The New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers for SmackDown tag titles.
Brian, lead us in.
Who do you got?
Okay. Throwing it out there right now. Okay, we all know the New Day's not winning.
No, that's the...
Right
given.
now. Right now. Okay, it's between two teams. Okay. And as much as I like the Bludgeon Brothers, I like them a lot. Okay. But I don't want them to win the tag team titles in a triple threat match. Okay? I don't want them to win in a triple threat match. I want them to beat the tar out of the Usos on their own to get the titles. And so the storyline that they've got going on with the Usos with the chip on their shoulder because they've never actually been able to be on the WrestleMania card, it intrigues me. And so I am going to go with the Usos retaining, with the Bludgeon Brothers getting it in the very near future, just not at WrestleMania. The Usos will beat the New Day.
Yeah, for me, I have to disagree with you. I have to say, you know what? I'd say with Bludgeon Brothers are pretty much, they've been on a roll for a while. They've had this coming for a while, and just in terms of just personalities, you know what? They deserve it. I'm going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
I said this the moment I saw the moment they debuted. All three of you can vouch.
Oh, they're doing it. Both the double J's.
Oh dear God. Jesse James and Jeff Jarrett. Oh dear Lord.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
Okay. We need to chill for the mark out moment.
Oh dear God! Look at this. I honestly, I don't know. I don't.
I called it. Please,
like,
please. They wouldn't have Road Dogg inductive if it weren't for this moment.
And he just gave that look. It's like, bitch, I don't need the
Any
lyrics.
hoozles.
I don't need the lyrics on the screen to know this song. Okay, the three of you can vouch. I said that they're gonna win the tag team titles at WrestleMania, and I'm standing by that. As much as you said they weren't, and as much as Dave said they weren't. Dave looked at me like I had two heads. He's like, they're never winning the tag team titles. He said they had.
Well, that's stupid.
He said they had a better chance. They had a better chance of feuding, having a top feud with the Ascension to be the best friends of Breezango. And I looked at him like he had two heads.
We all did at that moment.
The Bludgeon Brothers are going for. It's going to be a decent long match. New Day and Usos are going to keep the Bludgeon Brothers out as long as possible, and then they're going to shield. They're going to shield New Day and the Usos. When I mean by shield, they're going to absolutely destroy them, like they destroyed the New Age Outlaws and Kane at that one WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. What was it? 2 years ago?
I believe it's about 2 years ago now. We're going.
Oh no, it wasn't 2 years ago.
That's
okay, it was the WrestleMania before Roman Reigns' main event streak started. So,
oh boy.
So yeah, it's going to be that. It's going to be the Bludgeon Brothers all the way.
When it was the rumor of this being a TLC match, I had the Usos retaining, no doubt, because I can't see the Bludgeon Brothers climbing ladders to win their first tag team championships. But since the Go Home SmackDown didn't introduce that idea, some people still believe that they're going to at WrestleMania, but I don't see that happening. Bludgeon Brothers are going to be the new tag team champions. There you go.
Okay, so we have a difference. I have a shot. Or maybe I don't. of taking down Tarek.
The only shot
Right,
I...
we had differences on the kickoff show. We each had different...
Yeah,
we each
we
had
all
different
have
people.
differences.
No,
Because
but
of
I'm
the Battle
saying for a
Royals.
match that actually matters, and there's a shot that
points
none
are
of
points.
us, and there's a shot that, there's a chance that none of us win either of the Battle Royals. Okay, so that's it.
But you know what? There's a not. I don't know what a segue is. Anyway, we're moving on to another tag match here. We've got the Bar versus Brawny the Strowman and question mark.
Please don't ever call me
Obviousness.
that again.
Brawny the question.
Ronnie the Snowman.
I said,
No, he said Brawny the Strowman.
Oh.
And it's... I believe your turn. You're up with that
I'm amused.
horrible segue.
Wowzer scoop.
horrible segue, but a great man. Brawny the Strowman wins. I don't care who it is. It's going to be a surprise either way. I honestly hope at this point that he just shows up and beats both of them single-handedly, because he's a very, very large man, and that's what large men do.
I don't agree with that at all, since one of them is my man. You don't...
Which
talk
one?
down-
If you legitimately say the Bar right now,
No. I'm still no. Okay, I'm gonna do my prediction now. I'm picking Braun Strowman and Vacant.
because Bacon always wins.
Bacon always wins, but I
Eventually.
You mean brains?
It's not gonna be Brains. Although that was a clever joke. I actually did chuckle. I'm like, Brains and Braun. I love it. But I'm disagreeing on the fact that Braun's gonna take them out single-handedly. You don't talk down my Cesaro like that.
I'm not talking down Cesaro. I'm talking up Brawny the Strowman.
That's still talking down. That's still talking down Cesaro. So
You will remember that
shame's on
forever.
you. Shame's
Unfortunately,
on
I will.
you. Shame's on you.
Well, yeah, because you need multiple shames to take down Braun Strowman.
All
Yeah,
right.
It's gonna be
all
tag
right,
team.
all right,
It's gonna
all
be
right.
Braun Strowman and Vacant, whoever Vacant is.
Hashtag brownies. Brownie. Hashtag brownies.
You fail on your own
Hashtag
joke.
Brawny the Strowman.
Hashtag Brownie the Strowman.
You failed.
Brian, you go.
You failed. You failed.
Obvious choice is obvious. Strowman and Vacant win the.
Do we want to do extra point on choosing who his tag partner is going to be?
See
Or,
that's a
no,
brain.
no,
No,
let's not
that's a
bring points
that's a
into
brain.
that wild
That's
card.
too much thinking.
That's too much thinking to brain.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. Does thinking too much hurt your brains?
Yes, it does, and you know this.
All right, moving on to yet another delightful championship match. We've got Charlotte Flair versus Asuka.
This is a. Wait, whose turn is it? Who went last?
Yours.
It's mine. It's
Yes.
mine going. Okay. This is going to be a great match, no, without any shadow of a doubt. But they're gonna keep the streak going. I joked in saying that they're just gonna give it to they're gonna give it to Asuka, and then Carmella's just gonna cash in immediately after breaking her streak. Which, if that actually does happen, I'm going to fall on the ground, crying in laughter.
Dad, it's Dana Warrior time. Your favorite.
Yeah. Okay. Yippee. Yay! The Warrior Award. Yay!
No, me and my dad can't stand Dana Warrior.
Well, I can't stand the Warrior Award, so look at me as a top heel.
Be a star, Tarek.
I'm apparently a dark star. But yeah, fuck. What was I going with this?
You were talking about Charlotte Flair.
You're going on way too long about Asuka winning.
Yeah, Asuka wins. It's gonna be a great match, no
You're
matter
hillbilly
what.
Jim in it.
Now, if I'm hillbilly jimming this, I'm going to keep going with what I'm saying. Asuka wins, and it's going to be in a fantastic match. We're going to see lots of crazy shit that happens in this match. It's going to be beautiful. Asuka wins. Asuka wins. Asuka wins. Asuka wins. That's you, Charlie.
Okay. Thank you. I was waiting.
I could just keep going.
Please don't.
Asuka wins. Asuka wins. Asuka wins.
Asuka wins. Asuka wins. Asuka wins.
Asuka wins. Asuka wins. Asuka wins.
Everybody is one.
Yeah.
Asuka wins. God damn it!
When the
What do you mean
waifus
everybody's
win,
won?
everybody wins.
I said everybody as one.
Oh,
Okay,
as
now-
what? No.
Too late
I'm not
now.
gonna
Now
be
since
as
I
one.
have the
Even
lead
if
in.
I wasn't going to do it because I started that because I'm the champ. I know how to keep the show going.
Now, since I have the lead in, for the fat shaming world championship of the world. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax in the greatest WrestleMania elite build-up ever. Fat shaming brought to you by Be a Star. Fatty wins the title.
Brian,
You know,
anything to add?
I was excited at the potential of you being a scholar. Now I'm not so sure.
Nia Jax. I can't follow that. That's it.
I will follow that with, I really wish they didn't take this route to make Nia seem like a really wimpy face, question mark.
I don't like the fact that they had Alexa Bliss being all badass at the Elimination Chamber and then she turns into a fat shaming bitch. And that's that.
Either way, I'm going to just second that and just go with Nia Jax. We all know what's
I
happening.
think you would. Well, I would say you would third that, but I kind of don't want to connect with what he just said. I don't want to be a part of that. But I really do have to. I agree with the rest of you. It's going to be a Nia Jax victory. It's been building up for God knows how long, and
Approximately 24 cheeseburgers long.
Oh, Charlie, stop it!
See what
I don't-
happens
I don't-
when we go off PG.
This show has always been off PG. What are you talking about? We're talking about the climaxes. If we're talking about,
Do you want
climaxing.
jokes? And-
We're actually
yeah.
talking about actual climaxing, so sexual.
Yeah, but the last time we had Charlie on, we were on a PG network.
No, not really.
That's not true.
That's not true.
When did...
I told him after we recorded one episode, me and him, when you two were gone, I told him to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't count. We weren't here. That's no...
Every episode counts when you have the champion. Oh shit, I can't say that.
You were the
Damn
champion
it!
then.
No, I can't say that because I was gone the last 3 episodes. Damn it! I kind of walked into that one.
But either
But yeah,
way,
I hate that Alexa Bliss is like. I hate that it's become a high school soap opera.
And this match is
Even
going
though
to
that's what
Wrestling pit, I was about to say it.
This match has got to be like a 4-minute
Wrestling a
squash.
soap opera, never.
This match has got to be like a 4-minute squash. Nothing's got to... Nia Jax is just going to... I don't want to lead into it, but Nia Jax has got to squash Alexa Bliss.
Because she's fat.
That's not where I was going with it, but okay.
I'm just glad they dropped the entrance where it's extreme close up to her face because that still scares the loving Jesus.
Oh,
out.
God.
Yes.
hey, it's called intimidation.
Did you see the dress that Nia Jax is wearing tonight? She looks
No.
good in a dress.
Hey,
Just say it.
I guess I have to
Samoan.
wait.
There's big, and then there's Samoan genetics. That's all I'm saying.
I thought you were gonna say there's big and then there's Samoa Joe.
Well, yes.
God damn it!
Well, then again,
What have you done to me, Charlie?
He could stomp on my head and crush it like a grape. So yeah, he is big too.
Don't blame the player, blame the fat shaming.
Be a star. Be a star, Charlie.
Move on quickly.
No, you're the lead
US
into the next one.
championship.
No, he's the lead into the next
He
one.
always leads
He
it.
introduces the match.
Okay,
Damn you!
okay.
U.S. Championship: Orton, Rude, Jinder, Rusev. Who do you got?
You actually listen to our show, you would know that.
This is gonna be my rant. This is gonna be my rant.
Who's...
It's you. It's you.
Oh, okay. Well, they gave Orton the United States title, and I believe that it was always going to be a 1-month thing if they weren't going to give it to him for Mania. So he's out. Okay, I think Rude wins the title back and turns heel in the near future. Bobby Roode gets his title back in a very non-face way.
I am going to say, because of all the shenanigans that went down with Rusev that have just come to light, and given how over Rusev Day is right now, I'm going to just take a semi-shot in the dark and say Rusev wins this one.
This is just it's really funny because what most people have been saying about this storyline about the US title, it is quite possibly one of the most least interesting builds to WrestleMania until they brought in Rusev. And like I said many times when we do WrestleMania prediction shows, Vince McMahon wants to have WrestleMania moments. And what greater moment to have than to have one of the most over superstars in Rusev winning the United States title and him celebrating with everyone chanting Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
And it is on Rusev Day. That makes it so. It's too perfect.
It's going to be on Rusev Day no matter when he wins the U.S. Championship.
They're pretty
Either
much.
way, the fact that
It
it's
just
on
happens that
Day.
Rusev Day falls on WrestleMania
Hey,
also.
it's Rusev Mania. It's Rusev Mania. It's not just Rusev Day. It's Rusev Mania. Get it right, gentlemen. So it's I'm gonna simply put it. They're gonna Daniel Bryan Rusev in this case, and it's gonna be. I'm going to also go with Rusev winning the United States title. And to what you said, Brian, yes, I do believe Bobby Roode is going to turn heel to win the United States title.
Not yet.
Not yet. And what better person to beat the United States title than one of the most over people in Rusev?
Yeah, the WWE needs to figure that out and actually turn him face. Rusev.
It started. It started since the Go Home show.
It should have started a long time ago.
Hell's yeah, it should have started a long time ago, but
I believe that Rusev is going to win the U.S. Championship. I also believe that Bobby Roode is going to win it and turn heel. However, I feel there's going to be a bit of a transition before any of that happens. I don't think it's going to be Rusev because I feel that they pulled that card last year with Zack Ryder, or the year before with Zack Ryder, being entered into a match. No, being entered into a match as the wild card and actually following through with the win. So therefore, I just don't think that they're going to pull that same thing within a 2-year span. I think that the idea, storyline and all, of having this hated freaking Jinder Mahal... Oh, wait. I'm contradicting myself on every single level because this match has been more frustrating for me to pick a winner in than anything on the rest of the card. Am I switching back to my initial pick of Jinder Mahal?
Wait, are you?
I don't know.
Who'd you pick?
This is all legit. Jinder Mahal initially, then I went to Rusev Day, then I went to Jinder
never
Mahal,
actually-
back to Rusev Day, and as of now I have Rusev Day on paper. I'll go with Rusev Day.
Okay. Brian, you're the low
Once
ranger
again.
on that. You're the low one out in this one too.
Why not?
Okay then.
Welcome to the side of Rusev Day.
I contradicted myself.
It's okay. We contradict ourselves a lot on this show.
It's very
what
true.
we do.
I gotta...
Yes. Meanwhile, we also have yet another. It's going to be title matches for the rest of the card. What am I
That's
saying?
what I love about this WrestleMania. Every single title match is on the line.
Yes, indeed.
miss a moment of
Right. So next up, we've got the Intercontinental title match. We've got The Miz versus Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. Triple threat match.
That's you.
It is me. And I'll tell you what.
DDP.
It is me.
Yeah.
I am going to go with Finn Balor for this. I feel like I'm just going to go with my gut here. I feel like it's his time. He deserves something. It's Finn Balor. Yay, Finn Balor. That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got
Got
to say about that.
Okay,
Finn
Jeff
Balor.
Austin.
Uh-oh.
What?
Jeff Austin.
Did
That's all I
Tarek
got
just
to
break?
say.
Did we break Tarek again?
Yes, we have broken the Tarek.
He broken the Tarek. You two did absolutely
We've
nothing.
broken the Tarek.
That's right.
Wow.
I'm broken.
Predictions. What do you got?
It's so far when it comes to all the matches on the lower card. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most, and it's not just because it's my bias on the Intercontinental Championship, which is a good factor though. But I love all three of these guys. I want all three of them to win. This was honestly the hardest one for me.
They'll all just hug and pin
They
each
just all-
other
they just-
simultaneously.
And then Bacon wins. Who are we kidding? So I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. I think they're gonna go 3 Grand Slam with all 3 Shield members. And when it comes to Seth Rollins and WrestleMania, he knows how to make his moments. And I think this is gonna be an addition to that. It looks like he's slowly transitioning into the new Mr. WrestleMania. I mean, He's destroyed Road Dogg, Kane, and Billy Gunn in 1 year. He's the only person who cashed in his Money in the Bank at the main event and won. And then he put Stephanie McMahon through a table and beat Triple H the next.
And beat Big Show, Sheamus, and
Oh yeah, that did happen.
yeah,
Didn't it?
you were there.
I was there.
You made that happen.
That actually was one of the forgettable Shield matches at Mania. Sadly.
I'm just adding to his WrestleMania accomplishments.
So yeah, he's slowly becoming the next Mr. WrestleMania.
You mentioned Triple H also.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said he put Stephanie through a table.
Yes.
So yeah, it's going to be Seth Rollins on this one. Do we need to hear
To finish the trifecta.
Do we really need to hear
To
your
finish the
explanation?
trifecta.
We already know what you're going to pick.
Are you really?
The Miz.
Wow.
And
This is
that
gonna
is
be an
because
interesting one.
he's got a record to gain. And I don't get me wrong, the finish line of this title reign is in sight, but I just feel it's gonna carry over onto a Raw or something along those
I
lines.
absolutely agree with you. That makes perfect sense. I want to see him reach all those milestones. I just didn't expect this outcome from our prediction.
Yeah.
That's all.
I see this more happening when he wins it again and ties with Chris Jericho with the most Intercontinental title reigns.
That would be cool to tie a record and break one. I understand it's collective, but they've preached and preached and preached about how close he is, and it's like a week? So they could have him retain at Mania. This is my opinion. They could have him retain at Mania, lose 2 Raws down the line. But who's Mike in the ring? Come on, he's going to be taking a paternity leave for his daughter, I'm sure, soon. So
that's
he'll probably drop it like 2 weeks down the line, I think.
So
But
it's up to me to break
He's had a hell of a year. You guys have to admit that. He's right up there with Seth Rollins.
But here's the deal. He
As
had
far
a
as-
heck of a year the year before that too, and he got fucked over by John Cena. And Peter
But
Dunne.
you know what?
So,
The silver
Nicky
lining
Bella.
of this year is
He's
going to
a
be
great-
no matter what.
Whatever.
The silver
So,
lining with
think of a
The
Bella.
Miz of this year that's going to happen no matter what is we're going to see results of Daniel Bryan and Miz.
Okay. So, to break this little trifecta we've got going here, I'm throwing Seth Rollins out because he beat Finn Balor pretty cleanly and pretty nicely the Raw before. So I'm throwing him out. He'll get the Intercontinental title sometime. Doesn't have to be WrestleMania. It comes down to me between Finn Balor and The Miz. The Miz just had his kid and was talking all kinds of... Went full babyface on SmackDown, talking about his kid, and I think Finn Balor needs this more than any of them. The Miz can break either record at any time. Okay, Finn Balor needs something in order for him to be relevant in WWE. Because of what's been going on the last 6 months, he was
And
supposed.
please let him come out as the demon and not this blueberry Oompa Loompa.
He's coming out as the
portraying.
blueberry Oompa Loompa because the demon isn't needed for this feud. There's no hatred anywhere in this
If
feud.
the demon shows up,
So-
that's an instant win in my eyes.
So I am gonna go with Jeff and pick Finn Balor to win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. Sorry, Charlie. The Miz will get his record at some point this year, but
Look, if that's the case, I'm glad me and Tarek both lose points.
Mate.
I'm going after you. I don't care about these two. I'm going for your title.
All right. Hey, he sided with him. He apologized to you. He did nothing to me. He did all that just to spite me because of all the shit I've been giving both of these guys ever since I introduced the damn Scholars title. So.
it's good that you know that.
They're the ones that are sick of you with.
I can read him like an open book right
They're
now.
the ones that are sick of you with the title. I just want it.
Meanwhile, speaking of
You
just
just want
wanting
to be a
titles,
scholar. That's what you want.
I just want the title.
well, speaking of just people wanting things, how about we talk about what I want for a second? And even though I think this next match should go, seriousness, go on last and in the main event as it should.
Second that.
Either way, you know what we're talking about. We're talking about AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Tarek, what do you got?
Oh, really? It's my turn.
Yes, it's really your turn.
So I took your shining moment, your shining match.
No, you didn't.
And
Go
now
ahead. I'll give
You got to introduce it.
He introduced it, but it's my first prediction. Ooh, yeah, that's right. It hurts. It hurts. Ooh, it feels so good.
Notice the
I
lack
don't
of
care.
reaction.
I don't. Just make your damn prediction, fool.
Just hold on 1 second. Let me just milk this in for another second. Did anyone else? Okay. Did anyone else? I was moving on to this, you asshole. I love the meme that they came out with Shinsuke smiling, and he's like, when you beat Roman Reigns in the Royal Rumble, and then he has the shock face, but then realize that Roman Reigns is still main eventing WrestleMania. Ain't that a bitch? That's what pisses me off about the Royal Rumble recently.
Recently, it's been like the last decade.
Not true. Triple H and Roman Reigns, when they won it, they main evented. So, I really don't have anything to say other than Shinsuke. It's gonna. I loved the build. As much as you thought it was a bullshit build, Charlie, I actually had fun with this one. It was simple. That's what I loved about it. It wasn't anything extravagant. Yes, it's for a world title, but it was a simple build up. I love that them basically mind fucking each other. It's WrestleMania, and I'm dropping the one F-bomb rule because it's WrestleMania. But yeah, it's this match. I think this one, as much as other matches could potentially be match of the night, I think this will be match of the night. And yeah, it's going to be Shinsuke becoming the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Charlie, what do you got?
Shinsuke Nakamura is going to win.
I've got Shinsuke just for the storyline capabilities to come out of this with AJ Styles and the I can't beat Shinsuke storyline because Shinsuke beat him in New Japan. Shinsuke's going to beat him at WrestleMania, and this starts I think a heel turn can come out of this for AJ Styles because of losing his mind over the fact that he can't beat Shinsuke Nakamura.
Also, if anyone hasn't already seen it, there is a Shinsuke Nakamura about half-hour documentary on the network right now.
I was just watching that today.
The Chronicle. I watched it. It leads from a little prior to Royal Rumble to WrestleMania.
Yes.
Luke Owens from Wrestle Talk said this, that after watching that, it was actually, that 1/2 hour is 10 times better than the 2-hour build that they had on SmackDown.
Which I'm really surprised.
To an extent, I do agree.
I'm really surprised that they didn't have any advertisements for it. I just stumbled upon it on the network after work today.
I only saw commercials for it on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I saw like an ad for it somewhere around, but then I checked it out today. It's actually really good. And just even that aside, well, that's the first bit of evidence for it. But the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, yeah, all signs point to my boy Shinsuke Nakamura actually winning the big one at WrestleMania, pace-wise. And here's another thing that makes me believe that this actually does have a legit chance of going on last. Something like this, yeah. I'm thinking that WWE, for their longer shows like WrestleMania, they have actually gotten better at pacing out the whole long night of wrestling, because it'll go on forever. But either way, I can definitely see this with two workhorses like AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura knowing the right pace to go to send the fans home happy after a thing like this. So really,
I wish I had your optimism.
Well, either way, even if that wasn't true, let's say that was completely off the table and they don't know how to do that. It does not change my ultimate prediction. This is the time when Shinsuke Nakamura wins the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. My boy wins it. I'm gonna be a happy boy. Boom. Anyway, moving on. We've got the other main event.
Oh, we're not doing Taker.
We did.
We did already.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we all gave our predictions, if that happens.
Yes, it did.
It counted.
All right.
But either way, yeah, we've got our final match of the evening: Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Universal Title. Charlie, who do you got?
As if Dana Warrior, oh God, get that out of my head. As if Dana White and Paul Heyman's Twitter accounts over the last week haven't been enough evidence. Brock Lesnar isn't going to be with us for much longer. As unfortunate as it's going to be to see Roman Reigns as Universal Champion, Roman Reigns is going to win. I just hope Seth has Roman in his crosshairs, because I don't know how long of a lengthy Roman Reigns Universal Championship reign I could take.
Here's the deal. At this point, I'd take anyone who's on WWE television every week. I would take anyone to have the title over Brock Lesnar at this point.
Yeah, but...
So, I don't care who it is. Roman Reigns will be my hero when he beats Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, because I can't stand that guy. Roman Reigns wins. Obvious choice is obvious.
Yes. I think it goes without saying, at least in my eyes, that Roman Reigns is going to win. But it's just a matter of how he does it that's going to make or break this match in my eyes. Again, we're talking about a guy who's at the very least, on the main roster every single week in and week out. And the title itself can still be defended on a regular basis. And even if you don't like him, I certainly don't. Roman Reigns is certainly a big enough benchmark that whoever wins will look like a big damn hero. So, in this particular case, you know what? Just get it out of the way, WWE. You know you want to. Roman Reigns wins.
I think that's the thing about what you just said, that he'll be the hero. That's just the one thing.
Whoever beats Roman will be the hero.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoever beats.
yeah.
Okay. That you just took my segue away of what I wanted to say, but
Hey, I found my segue.
You sure did, champ.
Hey,
You sure
boy.
did.
Hey! I'm the champ.
Oh,
I'm
God.
the champ.
Here we
Get
go.
that right. But the one.
Call me Sport. That's much better.
Okay,
Okay,
sport.
good job, fool. I can't call you that. You're always fool to me.
I love you too.
Okay. The one thing, because I've been gone, the one thing that's always been that's been frustrating me about this whole build to Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar is just the simple fact that I just feel WWE trying to manipulate me to wanting to cheer Roman Reigns. This is like another attempt of them to get people to cheer for Roman Reigns, as this Brock Lesnar is the anti-WWE guy. Roman Reigns is the WWE hero that we all deserve.
Roman Reigns is Batman?
I just pulled a Batman quote. He's not. There is nothing they can do to have him be Batman. It's once again them trying to manipulate me to cheer Roman Reigns. If I want to cheer Roman Reigns, I would cheer him naturally. Stop forcing me to cheer for him. And that's why I keep getting so angry with them. Keep saying, "Oh, he's the star. He's the one that has to do it. He's the one who's." Because we've been having all of the guys that people actually do naturally like lose to Brock Lesnar's 1 F5 just because they want to build the F5 so much. So when Roman actually kicks out of it, it's a big deal. Once again, it's all build for Roman Reigns. And that's what really takes it away from me. I hate this. I don't want to see this match at all.
Yeah.
I hate both guys. I'm gonna pull a Frank, and I'm gonna refuse to watch this.
No, you'll watch it.
No, I don't want to watch it.
All right.
But yeah, when it comes to the predicting, Brian and I have been saying this since last year. It's going to be Roman Reigns.
He beat The Undertaker. He's got to kill it off with a title.
I was
win.
thinking about this earlier, and me, you, and my father are going to be having wicked, awful deja vu during this match, because no fan in their right mind is going to want to cheer for Reigns, and we all know Lesnar's 1 foot out the door. And that's going to bring us back to that great Goldberg-Lesnar match at WrestleMania 20 that we had to sit through with the audience.
But in the main event.
Yeah.
It's just a complete shame that they're actually willing to have to close out another WrestleMania with the fans booing Roman Reigns out of the building.
They're going to be booing Lesnar too, knowing that he doesn't want to be there.
It's just mind-boggling to think, oh, we're getting people to have Roman Reigns on their side. Let's go ahead and have.
And I know this is going to bite me in the ass when it actually happens, but I'd rather take the mixed tag match to close out Mania. At least that would have more reasoning behind it.
I will say this, however, when my prediction isn't changing, but if this goes on last. And this is another reason why I think it's not. If this goes on last, you're also talking about like a 7-hour day full of wrestling. The audience is going to be exhausted. They're not going. They're going to be.
The only reason they came alive last year was because Taker.
Yeah, and that show was as about as well paced as you could possibly get it.
Yeah, and it still went till about 1:00 in the morning.
And it did. But as far as this, if this goes on last. I'm going to make a prediction right now. You're not going to hear a hail of boos. You're just going to hear barely anything at all.
Yeah.
Most of the crowd is just going to be so exhausted. And this match in particular is not going to be the one to wake them up.
No.
You hit the nail on the head there.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful from you too. No. You even said it the exact same way. No.
Scholars, quick talk real quick. If this goes on last, do you think they try to bring the Shield out to celebrate with Roman Reigns in order to get those cheers that they try to at the end?
I don't think it's enough to win.
I don't think so.
No.
They want to. I don't think so either. They want Roman Reigns to be the center mark.
Well, that's got to go over like dog shit.
Here's what I.
Which I think they know that by now.
Here's what I want to see happen with this match. I want it to be Goldberg Lesnar, not under 5 minutes.
Goldberg Lesnar
2.
Goldberg Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
Goldberg Lesnar 2.
Got you.
I want
okay.
this.
The good one. If you can call it that.
I want this to be.
I am calling it.
I want this to be under 5 minutes, just nothing but big moves and then the finishers. Because yes, they did have a they did have a good match 3 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be more along the lines of that being an all-out brawl and.
But my God, that's all it is. But that's all the build is.
But let's face it, okay, that's when Brock Lesnar was actually invested and actually gave a shit when he had that match with Roman Reigns. Now we know he's out the door. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's not even at the Hall of Fame tonight. So
that's what I was gonna say. If they put a huge emphasis on the fact that he is leaving, like throughout the night, like how they did, they've done it in like story with Austin before and stuff like that. But if they talk about it throughout the night, you could very well see a squash just for them to try to make Reigns this hero that gets rid of the guy that doesn't want to be there anymore.
That's again manipulating.
Yeah.
It's the way that the WWE works. We know
Please,
that
if
by
Vince
now.
McMahon didn't try to manipulate people, he wouldn't.
That's why it doesn't piss me off anymore, because I know it's coming. It's just okay, whatever.
Just get out of the way so I can enjoy the rest.
Get out of the way so I can enjoy what I want to enjoy. You can manipulate everybody else. It doesn't piss me off anymore.
Yeah, put them like the third to the last, and then just make the kids happy, and then just when the kids are asleep, the adults can enjoy Shinsuke versus AJ.
If only.
If I had it my way, either Taker Cena or AJ Styles Nakamura would close out this year's Mania.
That would be the smart thing to do. But we have to wait for the smart thing.
That's why I'm saying I'd take the mixed tag match.
Exactly, I'd take the mixed tag match if it was a choice between that and Reigns Lesnar, because I know that Lesnar doesn't care.
That would be my
we're not gonna get
exactly.
So we're not gonna get that great match that they had at the WrestleMania before Seth came out.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, those are our predictions, and with that, our predictions are locked in. But now we're going to turn it over to you, our listening audience. All of you, wherever you are, we want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to win? Which one of us do you think has it right the most?
Will Charlie be officially declared scholar after this weekend?
Taking you down.
Somebody is.
What do you think? We want to hear from you. So right now, you can always get in touch with us through any number of means. If you're joining us on Facebook, thank you for joining us. Give us a thumbs up, like us, subscribe to us for new content every single week. If you're on Facebook, you can check us out at the Scholars of Wrestling Show. Just look us up. And for more fun, you can check us out on Twitter for all commentaries live tweeting, all that fun stuff. So you can check us out on our regular mains page at ScholarsOW for all the weekly wrestling uploads. And of course, you can also check us out on our personal Twitters. Yes, Brian, where can they reach you?
You can find me crying tears of joy when I beat Tarek this weekend at Atomic Beanpole.
Charlie, what's your Twitter? Where can we?
I don't use the Twitter machine.
You don't use Twitter machine?
Nah.
Okay, smoke signals then.
Yes.
Send
Or
up
Facebook.
Send up a flare. Tarek, where can they reach you?
You can reach me, the Scholars of Wrestling champion, and once this weekend is done, they're still defending Scholars of Wrestling champion.
He forgot rating.
At the Avatar.
He forgot rating fail.
And you can reach me at I'm Robbie Rage, all one word. Check us out. Join the conversation. It's going to be WrestleMania. The conversation with friends and other fans is always the best part of it all. Well, almost. Either way, it's going to be a great time. It's WrestleMania weekend. There's nothing quite like it. And on top of it all, you know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
See you all at WrestleMania.
Ending WrestleMania prediction show as we do every year.
It's WrestleMania, baby! Woo! WrestleMania, baby! Woo!